Please be advised. Parental advisory does apply. Thank you. Oh yeah. Welcome to your world of freedom. Welcome to all that eats and fantasizes about great EDM music. As you let it go through your veins and make your eyes blind from reality. A world that won't let you have sex unless it's hard, and the beats are even harder. A place where people give birth breakdancing to some sick dubs, drum and bass, yeah, breaks too. Really just a place where we as people just say, fuck yeah. And now, we bring to you what you have all been waiting for, so get naked. Lock your seats in position, and I welcome you to the Matt Black Show live, baby. Boom. Now, the way this works is that you get to know the DJ live with chat. Also, in 17 minutes, we will get to give this DJ the crazy questions for you. Then the DJ gets an hour set for you to feel sex on your face. Right after the news break, remember these three things. There is no rules on the questions. Just don't be a dumbass so I don't boot you off of there. That could be possibly a question or a rule. Fuck it. Whatever it is, please don't do it. The Matt Black Show is brought to you by Quad, and Quad News will be right after the interview. And last, make sure you get laid tonight because you deserve it. So now I hope you're ready. Are you ready, Morningwood?
I'm ready.
Another little fuck yeah for that.
Fuck yeah.
Morningwood, can you as a DJ tell me the reason you play the beats that you will hear tonight?
I really love the genre of EDM. It's the first musical genre that I've actually ever been passionate about. It gets me through a lot of shit. I love playing it. Entertaining.
Entertaining?
Entertaining
is like an orgy of sexy playmate girls in a nice orgy on top of a mountain with crisp snow.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Gotta love it. Fuck yeah. So, how long have you been DJing for? Or how long have you been into the EDM scene?
Came into the EDM scene last summer. Didn't start mixing until about beginning of August of last year, so I'm getting to about year one now.
There you go.
Okay.
But yeah, you said, so basically the last of August you started DJing.
Yep, about a year now.
So I guess today we'll hear to see if you got the skills of a 1-year DJ. There ain't nothing wrong with that. I do appreciate it. You being on the show.
Absolutely.
Now I know you're not booked too much, but we definitely want to take this time to throw Morningwood on the Matt Black Show to give him a face-fucking badass time, and for him to do the same to you. All right, next. In your mind, when you say DJ, what does that mean?
Person who's on the decks throwing down the music, you're in charge of the crowd, you're in charge of the vibe for that night. It's in your hands. If you're not a good DJ, the crowd's not going to vibe it. But if you're good and you're on your game, everybody's going to have a great time. And that's what it's about.
Damn good. That's a damn good answer. I like that. So, where was Morningwood born originally? Or hell, burned originally. I always say that. Every damn show. When it's live, hell, somebody could fart and just mess up everything, you know? Fuck it. Yeah, so burned or born, where was it originally happen?
I was originally born on Long Island in New York.
Okay.
Moved down here when I was 11. So basically half my life in both places now.
So you're a Southern and a Yankee.
Yeah, no, it's kind of ironic, right?
All in a mix of a wood blasting. I like that. All right. The DJ name that you have, how did that name come about?
Well, my last name's Woods, so I kind of went off of that. Thought it was humorous, something that people would remember. Generally, I say the name, and it gets a huge response. Somebody's going to laugh or just be like, really? But you never forget it.
So something like this. But now, is your first name Morning?
First name is Brian, so no.
Okay, so how's the Morning Wood? That just came about as a sexual favor of something just to kind of catchiness?
Yeah, it was funny to play on words off the last name.
Oh, you gotta love it. I like that. Okay. Now next, do you have any weird charm or a ritual you have before you get onto the decks?
Usually need to have some alcohol in the system, smoke a few cigarettes, make sure my mind's in a completely good spot.
That's always good.
Yeah.
Now you don't have like parents watching or anything, do you?
Probably not.
That's good. Okay. Just checking, because the last show I talked about his mother having sex, and then she was watching the show, and
no way.
So that was kind of interesting. All right, now, do you have any weird cravings after you play a set?
Generally want to smoke a bowl immediately after the show. It's no lie there.
So you like to mow a little grass. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I like that. FYI, he's not a landscaper. All right. So nothing else? No crazy weird cravings, sexual favors, no nothing?
Sexual favors would be nice, but good bowl of weed's always good.
I like that. All right. Cloud the mind. Enjoy life. Hell, you only live once. Fuck it. All right, next.
Whoa.
What do you consider DJing as? A job, hobby, fun, orgasmic, or an addiction you just can't get rid of?
Kind of a culmination of all those together. It's really fun. It's something that makes me happy doing it. Like, it is addicting too, because there are some days where I'll just be on the decks at home practicing, and like 6 hours will pass by, and I'll be like, oh my god, well, I've just been sitting here for 6 hours? But that's not even a bad thing. It keeps me occupied, keeps me happy.
Definitely not a bad thing. All right. Do you have any religions or mentors that you look up to?
All right, so I gotta give Illuminati a shout out on that one. They're basically the people who taught me what I knew. One of the members of Illuminati right here, my bass brother Chris Elgato. But yeah, they basically taught me my technique, and I've just been observing them since I came into the EDM scene. So I've been picking up on techniques and their skill from them and translating it into my own personal style.
Which that still in that style we will hear tonight, and that's what I'm talking about. Which will happen about 10 o'clock.
Woo.
Hopefully not too later. I'll see what happens. But you're a part of Illuminati, huh? We've had Illuminati on which was Justin Gray and one other cat. Yeah,
it was Chris
yeah.
Bullock at the time.
So they've switched up a little bit, huh? All right. Well, at the end of the show, we're going to give a shout-out and let everybody speak that's in the crowd. And we'll let them have you get a little shout-outs and speak their minds about that. It's a little different. Nothing wrong with that. So, do you have a favorite genre to play? Morningwood.
Personally, I play dubstep a lot. I'm trying to learn drum and bass, drum step, and diversified genres. But right now, my genre of choice would be dub.
Drum and bass. That's what I love. All right. Now, when you started out, what kind of equipment did you learn on?
First piece of equipment I ever used, the software was Tractor, and I used a Newmark mix track. Newmark mix track.
Oh, a little shitty thing there. Nothing wrong with that. When I learned out, it was two belt drive Gemini tables.
Oh, nice.
And that was like trying to, I was just trying to like having sex with a girl on 5 Xanny bars, and that just doesn't work. So whatever. Now, was there anything you used to do before you started DJing? Maybe give an orgy of hand jobs?
Nah, not that. I used to be a sports addict. I used to play a lot of ultimate frisbee, recreational football, lots of sports.
All right. Skateboard at all? Anything?
No, I actually cannot skateboard to save my life. I tried to ollie once and I ate shit.
What kind of sports? I know you probably weren't a linebacker or anything.
Nah, I was definitely the defensive lineman. But no, I used to play ultimate frisbee a lot. I love the game of baseball. That's one of my favorite sports. Yeah, hippie sports.
Awesome. All right, nothing wrong with that. I like that. All right. If you could fix anything about the scene today and you had to speak your mind and just let them have it, what would that be?
Okay, personally, I think all these companies need to stop trying to shit on each other with all these competitive shows and work together. Because I feel like, honestly, if there would be more companies that actually were doing the right thing with the right intentions instead of these small individual companies that are just booking anybody because they say they can DJ, and you get like a better group of people working together, you're gonna have an amazing scene. And that's where I think sometimes Atlanta lacks a little bit, because you have way too much competition. There are some nights where you have like 12 shows the same night, and nobody's gonna make any money doing that.
Very true. From Morning Word's words is that quit crapping on everybody's pocket. So much shit that you can fit in your pants. All right. So now, before we start the crazy questions, is there any upcoming events or a way that people can contact you?
All right, for events, I have a show here on Wednesday, Dub Atomic. I'm opening main stage for that from 10 to 11. I also play here Friday main stage for the Ajape event. I also play main stage from 10 to 11:30, and that's the Beach to Glow event.
Oh shit, yeah, the Beach to Glow. Yes, I'll get into that on the Quad News there for you after the interview and the little crazy questions here. All right, now, hope you're ready. Are you ready, Morningwood?
Absolutely.
Fuck yeah. All right, crazy question time. Now, we're starting off something a little simple, and then we're going to start getting crazy for your face. Now, what would be your dream equipment if you had all the money in the world? Now, something kind of simple that would be mobile.
Honestly, CDJ 2000s and a nice Pioneer mixer. That's industry standard right now. That is an amazing piece of equipment, and I would love to be able to own that. Unfortunately, they're expensive now. I can't afford it, but with all the money in the world, that's just chump change.
Exactly. As long as you have a little sidekick, a little midget beside you, I guess that'd work. All right, now, pick 2 out of these 4 parties, and then we're going to put them together for a wild answer at the end. Basically, ladies and gentlemen out there, by it's watching live, which I do appreciate it, we're just going to get so fucking crazy on this. I hope you're ready. And to let you know as well that these questions, I do a Mad Lib. It's a personality of the DJ. So that way, the crazy questions show the personality of the DJ. So I hope you got it. I'm not repeating it again. Now, A, an exotic pets and tits in free an England party. B, a field rave battle with a grand prize of only $2. That fucking sucks. C, a party in a park with burning sheep. D, a theme party with where all people have to wear condoms on their head. Now, pick A, B, C, and D, and we're going to combine them together.
All right, let's go with an epic B and the condom on the head party.
All right, so we got a field rave battle with a grand prize of only $2 and a theme party where everybody has to wear condoms on their head. If not, you get kicked the fuck out. So now, the next part of this question is this. What would be 3 untamed, risky things you would wish to see by the end of your 2-hour set?
All right, somebody's condom from their head is somehow wrapped over the full body. That would be absolutely ridiculous. It's an epic field battle. Like, something crazy like that would definitely happen. Other crazy things. People wind up fighting over the $2 at the end of this battle. Survivors are going ham for these $2. That would be ridiculous. Fighting over $2 after you just survived the battle to the death battle.
Probably have to snap the condom on each other's face. No, it's my $2. Smack! So it would be the third thing.
Somehow nobody dies at the end of this. With a condom around your head, you gotta think somebody's gonna suffocate.
That's true. Yeah. Well, I guess we could have a guy at the door for $5 who could poke holes in it.
That dude would make so much money.
Fuck yeah. I'll give him all 3 noises. That was a good one. I do appreciate that, Morningwood. If we could ever create that, I don't know if I will be there, but I will definitely film it. Now, next crazy question for your brain. If you only had $1 and a sidekick named Slinging Dong, how would you get back from the homeless living after falling off track of your DJ career?
I'd have Slinging Dong just stand in the corner and panhandle. He'd put that $1 in his hat so it looks like people are actually giving him stuff off the get-go, so people are like, let me give him some money. And we'll start working all that stuff up, and we'll be good in no time.
Always waiting for somebody to say they would sell their sidekick for prostitution. But hey, that works for me. I like that. Hell, why not? We'll give you more little claps for that. Fuck it. Fuck yeah. All right, next for the crazy questions for you. Now, oh shit, I got a new one in there. Now, let's say you had a mascot when you DJ. What would it be?
Well, given that the name is Morningwood, we gotta go kind of comical with this. A freaking dancing stiffy on stage.
Fuck yeah, why not?
Crowd would eat it up.
You know what? And then the breakdown gets down there. You got some really grungy darkness. Right before you hit that fucking breakdown, dude, just fucking have it explode all over the crowd. That'd be fucking awesome. Just glowing paint and shit, yeah. What part did you come from? Well, I got splooged everywhere. Just put a black light on me, it'll show.
Oh no. That's gnarly.
Fucking awesome, man. All right. What would get you so damn orgasmic while you were DJing that you would have to actually rip your clothes off and just keep it going?
Lots of tits, man.
Fantastic. Now we still have a little time to throw one more crazy question in there, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the opposite of that question. What would get you so damn irritated that you would actually have to pull your junk out, pee all over your tables, and quit DJing altogether and start working at a gas station?
Somebody asked me to play Justin Bieber. End of story.
Fuck yeah. Yes, that would do it. That was a good answer. I didn't have to keep going with that with Ron Jeremy's scrotum on your tables or nothing. So that was great.
God.
Well, even the last guy, he said that he would sell his tables. Actually, he said he'd keep going and then sell the feces or whatever he put on the tables with on eBay. So it's kind of smart if you think about it.
I mean, if people will buy it, why not?
All right. Now, if you were the biggest DJ in the world, how would you live and spend your money?
I'm not even gonna lie, I'd probably spend mad money on ridiculous things. Huge house, 15 cars. Best of everything.
Wow. So you don't care about charities or giving back to the scene?
I'll give to charity, but the majority's going to my pocket. I worked my ass off for that money.
All right. So he still has a little heart in there. I like that. And the last crazy question is this. Is there a wild or interesting party story you could share with the listeners, you or a friend?
Definitely got belligerently drunk at a few shows where I definitely couldn't stand. People had to babysit me. It was
Did your
bad.
clothes remain on?
Oh yeah, clothes remained on, but I definitely lost shit throughout the club. I think I actually played that show and I lost a cord to my controller. I lost my external hard drive plug-in, which was bad. I had 14 gigs of music on there. Like all of my music was backed up on that thing.
You didn't get roofied or sexually raped?
No. Well, I mean, if I got roofied, I wouldn't know, I guess.
Yeah, you kick ass in my book, brother. That's awesome. All right. Now, is there anything you want to add before we shut it down and flip it around for the quad news and then that DJ set?
No, I'm kind of just ready to kill it right now.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, basically what I want to do here, a little 2-minute break, a little quad news, a little break, so you can watch and find out what's going on with Quad, one of the most happening clubs around. That's what I'm talking about. Or you can just relieve yourself your fluids, go park in the grass, anything that makes your ass feel better. I really don't care. But stick around. 2-minute break. Boom! Ooh, yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen out there, just to let you know, the Matt Black Show is brought to you by Quad. QuadAtlanta.com. Friday, July 6th for Beach to Glow. Now remember, this is a 2-day event, and also this is a wild paint and foam party. Almost sounds like one of the Matt Black Show's crazy questions, something you don't want to miss. So this 4th of July weekend, spend it at Quad. Friday, July 13th for Electrify. That's going to be sick, something you definitely don't want to miss there either. Saturday, July 14th for Transport, Takeoff, All Trance, Progressive, Electro House. Don't miss it. Remember, for more info on all parties, go to quadatlanta.com and Quad on Facebook. Now, Quad also has amazing, something you just definitely don't want to miss, something that's just so erotic and badass. Well, not literally badass, erotically. But EDM, music, sound, just something for everybody there just to get wild with it. So don't miss the weekly events that are so sick, just blow your face off. Like the biggest EDM Tuesdays on the Southeast at Quad, 18 and over and $5 at the door. That's Tuesday. It's always been the biggest. Don't want to miss that. Wednesdays, don't miss as well. Dub Atomic, pure 100% dubstep. Fuck yeah. Face-melting madness. And next, something drum and bass lovers, place you want to be at, is Atlanta Bass Wars on Thursday. Quad, Thursday, Atlanta Bass Wars. Boom, in your face. Now your clothes fall off. You're welcome. Quad is located Spring and 4th, Atlanta, Georgia. quadatlanta.com. Just remember, hit up Quad on Facebook. Like that shit. Lick it good. It's all yours, baby. About 30 more seconds of this break. And then I'm going to get Morning Wood over here to give you an erection for an hour. So I hope you're ready. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're ready. We're about to do that DJ set there to melt your face and get wild with it with Morning Wood. Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah. On 3. 1, 2, 3.
VIP.
Joker, play the fool, it's politics, ain't it all? Smoke and mirrors, April Fools, all year round, all in all, just another brick in the wall. Get away with murder in the schools, use 4-letter swear words cause we cool. All drinkers, drug takers, every single one of us buns the herb. Keep on believing what you read in the papers, can't mistake it, scum of the herb, 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 scum, 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 scum. You know my man is jungle, new bills keep springing up out of nowhere. Take the wrong turn down the runway junction, find yourself in the hood, nobody goes there. We got an eco-friendly government, they preserve our natural habitat. Built an entire Olympic village around where we live about pulling down any flats. Give us free money and we don't pay any tax. NHS healthcare, yes please, many thanks. People get stabbed round here, there's many shanks. Nice knowing someone's got a back when we get attacked. Don't bloody give me that, I lose my temper. You close down the community centre. I kill time there, used to be a member. What will I do now?
in the trunk. I got King Kong. King Kong. I got King Kong. Hear me before you see me. I got King Kong in the trunk. I got King Kong. King Kong. I got King Kong. Hear me before you see me. I got King Kong. King Kong. vicinity.
Come on, man, berserker, berserker,
as one. Spitting bars on beats for fun with hard bass lines and a big bad drum that'll smash your face until you look dumb. We run it, so watch how your speakers pumping. Don't get too close or you might get dumped in, cause the sound waves pump your brain like a pumpkin. I'm gonna tell you something right now, we only make the meanest right sound. If you don't like it, get out and don't come back cause you get knocked out. Strap for the sound coming fast from a distance, don't come too close and you might get this wrong. Just tune to the right persistence, understand but define the resistance. Resistance, resistance, resistance.
This is for the hustler. This is for the hustler. This is for the. This is for the G's and this is for the. This is for the. This is for the. This is for the. This is for the hustlers, 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 hustlers.
Let me get Mr. Bonerwood over here, the mic back. I do appreciate everybody watching the show. The new addition was the pole. And redhead and a blonde. And, yeah, blonde. First time ever using a pole. Actually, kind of literally on that. So that was good. Are you ready? He's got the BDSM Barbie between his happy nuts.
Yeah, the after
Ladies and
show
gentlemen, just to
ritual.
let you know, about another 30 more seconds here. 30 more seconds. We got to cool down a little bit.
Holy balls.
Fuck.
Feel it. Yeah, I kind of went ham during my set.
That's why it's only 65 cents a sheet. It's all blue again. Pretty soon this floor will be so fucking thick. Nah, it still works. Yeah. People say get fabric. I say fuck it. Fuck fabric.
Fuck fabric.
Enjoy yourself. Skin is the best. Actually, fuck skin. Just get leaves of some kind of green substance. Well, green poster board, I guess. Some people have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about, so good luck. All right, hope everybody's ready for the last little conclusion there. We're going to give out little shout-outs and stuff like that. So, boom, here you go. Woo. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching the Matt Black Show. I try to make it crazier and wilder every time, but every time I get a little bit too crazy, Ustream or YouTube, either one of the fucking lesbians that I use, decide to rub too much carpet together, and it creates a friction which burns my house down. Which, I mean, copyright, by the way. Which I do actually love both of them. But when the carpet does burn too hard, I do get fucked with copyrights. So, this show will be posted on YouTube. And everybody else on there, who else? We'll get a little shout-outs too here. While I look over the chat, that was fucking amazingly crazy. I will hand the mic to everybody else in the crowd who wants to speak on it and give a little couple shout-outs, what they thought. Orgasms, I really don't care. Just shout it out in the mic. So, what you got, Morningwood?
All right, I got to give a shout out to DJ Murrah, Freak Step Records, Justin Ross, Fred Master over in Alabama.
Anybody you saw in the chat you want to give a shout out to? Maybe I might not understand who the hell these names are.
Yeah, Zuba, I dropped your track. I hope you like that. Yeah, Stella, I dropped a couple of yours. Hope you appreciated that. Big ups to Mantis.
Yeah, somebody said you played two Mantises back to back.
Yeah, they work really good back to back.
Well, that was the truth. You got that right there. Whoever watches that, more power to you. If you're a DJ and you got an ear like that, hit me up on Facebook. Private message me. Nothing sexual, but seriously, straight business. If you got an ear like that, I'd like you on the show. Seriously. Anything else, Morningwood? What you thought about the show? Did you have a good time?
Yeah, I had a great time. Thank you for having me.
That's a lot of people hit up on the chat. This long-haired dude over here. Let's get his name and what he's all about.
Let's.
Hey, my name is Chris. I go by Cry. I'm the third member of Illuminati. Shout out to Freak Step Records, Yevgen, our manager, Household Management, Silo for watching in the chat.
Big ups to Silo. My bad.
Big ups to Silo, yeah. Big ups to Mantis.
He was on the
whatnot.
last show.
Of course. Fucking awesome.
And everybody that watched the background, basically what I did is I had to record it from the last show. That guy was great. He was amazing. He was going to be on this show, and we were going to give something new and fresh, but he actually had to go out of town for business. Nothing wrong with that. Shit happens. We sometimes care more about money when it comes down to before living underneath the streets than we do about giving somebody a badass show. So, shit happens. But he's a badass guy, and we'll have him on future shows, so check that out as well. Mad props to everybody in Canada. Tonight we had over 3,000 views live, but only 20 to 30 something in the chat. Just doesn't make up. But I guess because everybody's from overseas, they're too damn fucking lazy having their coffee in the morning over in Weldington or over in City Center, Netherlands, all those other crazy places. So, mad props to you no matter what. Enjoy that tea. And hit up Resin. Resin's a great place over there in Netherlands. I used to live right by there. Off of Bimbungwa. So check that out as well. And right now, anybody else want to give a little peace of mind before we shut it down? Before next Monday?
I would like to say Morningwood did a great job.
Yes.
And, yeah.
And also shout out to Sweet Tooth with Christmas in July here at Quad, because I know both me, Morningwood, and James Gray are playing there, and Ajapai this weekend as well. And we're also playing Saturday for Beach 2 Glow, Illuminati. So yeah.
Yep. Me and Morningwood are playing Friday, so don't miss that.
Are you done, Morningwood? Has your wood been morninged yet?
Yeah. But thanks to everybody who came in and tuned in. Thanks to everybody in the chat. Thank you, Matt Black, for having me. Thanks for the guys who came.
And the blonde in the back is the Matt Black Show dancing girl. She's been on pretty much every single show. So you have a fancy or something like that, just don't become too erotic and crazy. Because if you fucking track her down, I'll fucking shoot you in the face.
Don't do it. He's not kidding.
But enjoy. And every show she will be up there, and every show I will be up there. And every show is going to get crazier for your mind, your eyes to pop out, and hopefully replace your ball sack. So that's what I'm talking about. So next time, see you next time. Or next time. Every time I fucking say it, hope you get crazy. Mondays, 9:30 Eastern Time. Later.
Deuces.